Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm in a completely different location. This isn't a green screen, by the way. This is actually my auntie's garden in Zimbabwe. So yeah, that's why it's all nice and blooming and green and everything, because I am in Sunshine City. Well, anyway, if you guys hear any noise in the background, it's because her house is like by a main road. So like, you know, forgive me if you hear any noise. You can't hear me at any point during this video. Anyway, today I'm going to give you guys a story time about how I almost overdosed and died from taking too many caffeine tablets. Are you guys ready? So it was during first year and I had this one module. There were two lecturers for this module. One of the lecturers was absolutely amazing. She was like a world leader and whatever she did, she was just on fire, that lady was. But then this second lecturer, he was dry as hell. When he spoke to the class, it's like he spoke as though he was in his bedroom preparing for a presentation. So imagine a big grown man, a big man, yeah, PhD, doctor, whatever, speaking to a class as though he's speaking to himself in his bedroom. Guys, can you imagine? Yeah. So what I did was, I used to sit in the middle and I used to tell myself, yeah, today you're going to listen, today you're going to concentrate, today you're going to pay attention. Nope. That never happened. I would sit in the middle and my head would tilt back, mouth open, and I would just completely zonk out for at least an hour. A whole hour of his lecture I would be asleep. It's not like I sat at the back, it's not like I sat on the side, and it's not even like I put my head down on the table, you know? Nah, I didn't do that. I was blatantly asleep in front of his eyes. So I was like to myself, you know what, yeah, don't bother going to his lectures because A, you're just gonna fall asleep. And anyway, he records his lectures so you can watch his lectures at home. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm not gonna go to his lectures anymore. And then I find out we have a class test and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't been to any of his lectures. So I'm like, okay, let me watch his lectures at home. I would watch his lectures at home and I would fall asleep. I would fall asleep. And I was like, I have a class test. I'm going to fail this class test if I don't study for this exam. What am I going to do? I need something to make me stay awake. I have 9 to 5s, Monday to Friday, labs all day for some days. I need something to keep me awake. And that's when I discovered caffeine tablets. Oh yes. I was like, oh my God, why didn't I think of this before? Why have I not thought about caffeine tablets? Where have I been? Come on. So my first caffeine tablets were purchased in Home Bargains. They were branded, by the way, but I can't remember what the brand was, and it said you could have up to 8 tablets a day. So for the first week I was taking up to 4 because I wasn't cheeky to have 8, you know, because if I had 8 I would not be here to tell this story, guys. So I was taking 4 a day. It was all right, you know, I was energetic, I was awake, I was doing work. Then the first side effect came, guys. Basically, I would go into lectures and I couldn't tell if I was anxious, if I was nervous, if I was scared, or whatever. All these emotions were just mangled and mingled and mixed together. I just couldn't tell. And I was like, yo, I didn't really think too much about it because I was like, oh, everyone else goes through the same problem that I do. You know, there's probably other students that are, you know, going through the same emotions as I am. I just don't know, how I'm feeling. It's going to go away soon. And then the second side effect was that I would be so hungry. I could eat anything. I would eat a pack of tomatoes, you know, baby plum tomatoes. I'd eat the whole packet. I'd eat carrots. I'd eat anything that I could get my hands on. A whole loaf of bread. I wouldn't even think about the taste, just as long as I was eating something to give me that energy. Okay, so I went into Asda one day and I found that they had caffeine tablets. These caffeine tablets had glucose in them, and I was like, yo, God has answered my prayers. Caffeine tablets that have glucose in them. I can now have caffeine and have some sort of energy source and not feel like a pig who wants to eat a whole damn shop. Honestly, I was so gassed. But you know what? It didn't really do much, right? Cool, so I discovered these caffeine tablets with glucose in and I'm absolutely buzzing, yeah? Right, so we have a Carnatic prom, yeah? And I love getting dolled up, getting dressed, wearing heels, wearing a prom dress, you know, lipstick, makeup, everything. I'm a girly girl and I love getting ready. So I was fine getting ready and everything. And then I go to the place that we're eating. And when I tell you, my mood just sunk. I remember just sitting there and I was like, I feel awful. I actually feel awful. And I was thinking to myself, what, like what's going on? Like it literally felt like my battery was on 1% and I couldn't recharge it. Like that's how bad I felt. I literally felt like I was an unrechargeable battery. Like there was nothing that was going to get me up to 100% again. It also felt like an anchor had been thrown into the sea, in the ocean, and it wasn't coming up. That's how my mood felt, and there was nothing that was gonna increase my mood. Nothing, absolutely nothing was gonna improve my mood. I was just sat there and I was like, what am I gonna do? So I'm gonna be sat here depressed all night. And my friends were like, let's go out, and I was like, I can't go out because I feel awful right now. Like I feel absolutely awful. Like what am I meant to do? Like I can't go out because I have nothing that will like rejig my energy at 8 a.m. So luckily, I decided to just go back into my bedroom and just sit there, give myself a little bit of TLC, you know, like watch some YouTube videos or even do some work, because whenever I do work I feel kind of better. So I go home, my mood absolutely rotten, a rotten mood, and I sit in my bed and I'm like, I still feel crap. So the whole night I was just sat in bed and I was like, I feel awful. I've never felt this bad. And I was thinking to myself, surely a class test, which is only 10% of the module of first year, bearing in mind first year doesn't count, surely that is not what is making me feel like this. Like it can't be. Like you can't tell me that a class test, 10% first year, which doesn't count, it's making me feel this bad. Like, are you serious? Like really though? Like really though? Surely not. And so the next morning, that's when it came to me. I was like, oh my god, it's the caffeine tablets. I hadn't clocked until that day that it's the caffeine tablets which are doing it to me. And I told my flatmate and I goes, guys, like things have been going a bit left recently because I've been taking caffeine tablets. And then my flatmate tells me that I should have been taking water. All along I've been taking these caffeine tablets. I wasn't taking any water. Okay, so obviously I found out about, like, you know, that I had to drink water with the caffeine tablets. So I stopped taking the caffeine tablets, and like my mood wasn't in one place. Like 1 minute I'd be okay, the next minute it'd fall down, the next minute it'd be up, and then it'd be down, then it'd be up, and then it'd be down. And I was like I can't wait for my moods to rebalance, because honestly my mood was doing mood swings. Like in one day I'd have about 10 different moods. And luckily after 3 days, when I'd been taking the water and I'd stopped taking the caffeine tablets, my mood actually rebalanced to like a level which was acceptable. So we thank God for that, to be honest. Okay, so obviously I stopped taking caffeine tablets, but then like a few months later I took a cheeky 2 tablets, just cheeky 2. I thought to myself, surely I'm not gonna have those side effects again. If I only have 2 for this day, I'll be all right. Yeah, right. So I took those 2 and my heart rate was going. The whole day my heart rate was doing supersonic. My heart rate, yeah, was through the roof. I remember I went to to tutorial, and I goes to my classmate, can you feel my heart rate please? And he was like, okay, let me feel your heart rate. And he didn't say anything, and I was like, so you're not gonna say anything, no? He was like, I think it's normal. And in my head I was like, you're lying, you know it's not normal, you just want me to die. So then I'm like, okay, yeah, relax, because if you start stressing, yeah, then you might die, because your heart rate is already through the roof anyway. So I was like, relax, Yem, relax, chill out. So I was trying to be as relaxed and composed as possible. So then I go to Carney Horse and I asked this girl to feel my heart rate. She didn't say anything. She was like, she just reacted, and I was like, oh boy, oh boy, like I'm about to die today. And the student health centre is closed. Like I hadn't signed up to any doctors. I still haven't signed up to any doctors at university or dentists, but I'm here, I'm alive, and while I'm speaking by the grace of God, so we good. And I was like, yo, like I might actually die today, like what am I meant to do? So I thought to myself, you know what, yeah, relax, take loads of water, and take lots of water and make sure you're really rehydrated. And I was like, okay, cool, so that's what I'm gonna do. And luckily it stopped there, and like the caffeine stuff just stopped, but yeah, I'm not taking caffeine tablets again. Okay, so now, although I don't take any caffeine tablets, I do actually still suffer from the side effects, kind of. So for example, like when I have coffee, yeah, I don't have Costa, I don't have Starbucks, I don't have basic coffee like Nestle. Like that stuff doesn't work. Either makes me want to wee more, or it makes me want to poo more. You guys, yeah, you people who have this Starbucks are just doing it for culture, doing it for Instagram, doing it for Snapchat, because it doesn't do anything. When I buy coffee, it's certain coffee from like a coffee store, you know, it smells really good, it smells amazing, XYZ, you know. So what I do is I have coffee from a like as I said, from like a proper coffee store, but I can only ever have small, because like what happens is whenever I have this certain coffee, if you know about Union Coffee from Warwick Uni, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. My mood is like, I'm happy, I'm energetic, I'm awake, I can do work, I feel unstoppable. But then after like 4 hours, my mood just sinks and I literally can't do anything. Like I will just sit there and I'll be like, oh, I feel awful, and then I'm like, oh, it's the caffeine in the coffee. So I can only have small. Like if I think about it, if I ever had a large coffee, I think I would die. I would be so hyperactive. Oh my god, the amount of caffeine that would be in a... Guys, I could only ever take small. Medium or large coffee, just know I would die, or I would just not be able to sit still. I'll be so unsettled, I'll be all over the place. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned that never ever ever take caffeine tablets. If you do take caffeine tablets, only have one caffeine tablet for that one day. Don't take it consecutively for like a week, for a week, even though it says you can have up to 8 a week, because you might die. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share and comment. I will be back to you with another video. Bye.